Welcome to the BCMM Network. The following podcast is meant solely for the enjoyment and entertainment of our audience. You're watching the Blue Collar Minutemen Show. Happy birthday, America. One.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Blue Collar Minutemen Show. We're just a couple of guys who went to
Just
DC for the fourth.
just a couple guys.
Bill, we had a great time, didn't we?
That was a once in a lifetime trip, brother.
I know. Even though it was packed, the streets were packed, and a lot of things were closed off. It was my first trip. I still enjoyed it. I didn't
I
have,
loved it. I loved it. Okay. Even though we went to like one day we went to eat. Remember, we were going to go eat at the Italian that day.
right?
When we get there, and the Italian restaurant's closed. So we just went to this little pub across the street from the Italian restaurant, and I'm telling you, it was fantastic.
I love that pub.
The food was good. The service was fantastic. The people in there were great. Everybody was sitting around watching the soccer thing,
Yeah, watching the World Cup.
but the atmosphere in there was just. It was America. Put it that way. It was great. Just had a good feeling to it. Good vibe.
Well, like I said, my first trip, I enjoyed it. Um, and of course, I'm definitely going to bring this up, but you know, wanted to see some of the monuments, but let's face it, where they were shooting the fireworks. So the fireworks were out in the bay behind the Washington Monument. And if you all know anything about DC, you've got Lincoln Memorial, then there's a reflecting pool, and as it goes out toward the Washington Monument, and then back behind there was the bay where they were shooting the fireworks. So,
And they also had fireworks they were shooting around some of the monuments.
yes,
The the reflecting pool, half
yeah,
of it, there was fireworks down the side of the reflecting pool. They were in the area there for World War II memorial and Vietnam Wall, all that. They were shooting them. They had what, eight different locations that they were
yes.
shooting these fireworks up in that general area. So
So it was all blocked off. We couldn't get to it, but it was okay. I got to walk on Pennsylvania Avenue. I get to look. I
look at
walked,
the White House.
yeah, look down at the White House, and but Bill, we ran into some lady who was like just upset, just I can't believe Trump won't let them take coolers or anything into the parks or anything.
Okay, yeah, they no.
And what did we say? Like, well, of course not. You all tried to blow him up, shoot him about every chance you get.
So I mean, I couldn't imagine being in that line that we were in, carrying a cooler and chairs and everything. I just couldn't have imagined that happening.
No. And the weather, nah, it was off and on rain a little bit, but
Hey,
other
that
than
morning of the 4th, remember when we went walking around DC?
mhm,
Great weather. It hadn't gotten too hot yet.
no.
Uh, we got a lot of good pictures and seen a lot of things. That's when we seen the White House, and did that. Um, it was just an awesome time. It was.
Listen, I found out Washington, D.C. has a Chinatown. I found that out because I let my wife lead the way. That one day we went out that you were back at the hotel. Amy's like, we're gonna get on this subway, and this is the one that takes us over there. I was like, are you sure? Yep, this is the one. I'm like, okay, and we're riding on the subway, and I'm looking, and I'm like, baby, I'm pretty sure we passed our stop. I'm like, we better get off right here. And of course, we get off at Chinatown.
Well, by the time you finally get back to where what the fair, what was it called? The Great American State Fair.
Yeah, the Great American State Fair.
By the time you finally got back to that, I was already able to get an Uber and make it down there.
I know.
And I took a nap.
Listen, needless to say, she wasn't reading the subway map no more. I just took that control and went with it. It was like, you're not leading no more.
Yeah, that's the last time we took an Uber because you
Oh,
couldn't get within 4 or 5 blocks.
hey,
Yeah, yeah. I meet this guy when we get there. We Ubered in, thinking, oh yeah, well we'll just Uber because we were late. We didn't catch the train with us. Uh, we were getting stuff ready at the hotel. Well, by the time we get there, go in, do our thing, and we're leaving, the husband's like, I said, well, how far do we got to walk for the subway? Husband said, oh, right there it is. It's like, the subway lets you off right in front of the gate.
yep.
So, man,
But
we Ubered and was had, and that also it just blew my mind. We're in this Uber,
yes,
and the guy gets downtown and everything's blocked up. All the streets are blocked up. He goes, well, what's going on down here? I'm like,
really,
the 4th of July celebration? Oh, I hadn't heard. And he lives there. I said, you hadn't heard? No, I was wondering earlier why all these streets were being closed off. He says, I didn't understand it. He said, what kind of celebration are they having? I said, the 4th of July.
honest to God, folks, this happened.
And my wife's just sitting there looking at me like, is he for real? I mean,
But
I'm sure half the people he Ubered were walking around dressed like we are here above.
I
He had
know.
to figure something was going on.
Listen, something else that I want to talk about too, Bill, about that trip. How was the cleanliness that you saw in DC?
It was hard to believe it was a big city. I mean, it, it was a huge city, of course. We know that. Um, it was crystal clean, everything. There was no trash anywhere that I could see. I mean, we passed what 1 or 2 homeless people, but
Yeah.
they kind of got ushered out as the day went on. But even the homeless, if you notice the homeless guy, they had their shit neatly packed in all backpacks sitting there. Stuff.
Well, not just that. The one homeless guy talked to me and he was like, "Hey man, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm doing great." He's like, "Well, that's good. Welcome to DC." And I'm like, "Cool." I'm like, "You be careful out here in this heat." And he's like, "I will." He was the nicest homeless guy I've seen in my life.
Uh,
But Trump's bad. He's done the city wrong.
I'm
I
gonna
think
tell you also that subway. I mean, we didn't have not one problem in the subway.
uh,
I kept looking around thinking some mad stabber was going to come up and grab somebody.
listen, I made sure I kept my back toward the wall, trying to make sure nobody was trying to like come up behind me and push me into the subway train.
But it was nothing. I mean,
It
it
was,
was. I mean, people were very orderly walking through there. There was no running, no pushing, no shoving, no.
and would you
I mean,
say,
some of the
Bill,
cars got kind of full, but
yeah, Bill, would you say the atmosphere of the local people or everybody was there was kind of, I mean, cordial, not,
yes. Remember, I know I'm old, but we got on that subway and this younger lady made her daughter get up and said, "Sir," and ma'am, as my wife, 'cause she was on a walker,
yeah,
and and he's like, I'm like, no, 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 sit, sit. Oh no, 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 here, please, we'll find somewhere else. And I mean, she insisted that we sit down there.
yep.
So, I mean,
I I don't know what the mainstream media says or what they've been portraying, but it was great. It was a cordial experience. Everybody was in a good mood, you know,
and there was
and
a lot of people there.
yes, a lot of
So
national
don't let
parks.
them tell you nobody was there.
Yeah.
That sucker was packed.
Listen. And then of course we got back and, and we left early because of the and before the fireworks started. And I'm in the middle of the street playing Frogger trying to videotape the fireworks.
Oh, we had a perfect view straight down the street. There was a 3-lane road right there in front of the hotel. And we had to stand right in the middle of it. But we had a perfect view of everything right there.
Yes, it was great.
And it wasn't just us. There was a lot of people out there in the middle of that road.
But you know what, Bill? I've already decided I am going to go back to DC before
Mhm.
Trump's term is over with. The
Oh yeah.
monuments.
Yep. Yes. The Desert Storm one opens up in October. So
Mhm.
sometime after that, I'm planning to go back. We may have to go back together. You have to fly this time instead of drive.
Oh, should be a whole lot better if I fly this time because
Yeah.
yeah. And then of course the subway passes worked out great.
Oh yeah. You can go anywhere you want to go.
Mhm.
Although my phone died that night. See,
Yeah.
Elgin had his on paper. Mine was on my phone, and I just tap it to the phone to the. My phone died on the way home.
And Bill was stuck on the other side of the gate.
But hey, the lady that worked at the subway, she's like, "Hey, I'll take care of you."
Yep.
Because I wasn't the first, because the guy right in front of me, she said, I just had to do it for him. His phone died too. And then on the 4th of July, I mean, here we have all these passes and everything. That night for the fireworks and everything, they opened up the subways. They were free.
Yeah.
So we didn't even have to pay coming or going back from the fireworks. We did that morning. We had to use our little cards and phone, but that night, no, they opened up all the turnstiles and just let people come and go. They said there was 800,000 people rode the subway that day before they opened up the turnstiles. That's at a record too.
Well, if you remember, and I had told Amy this when we were trying, and I believe they set a record with that too, because at one point, all of the trains were directed to uh, Samaritan, or yeah, not Samaritan. Was it Samaritan? The stop to get off there? Smithsonian. That's
The
the stop.
snow. Yeah.
Yeah. So all the trains were directed there because we were looking at the board and what lines were normal going
Mm-hmm.
directions. They were all going
All
because,
going, yeah, getting people down there.
yeah. So it was a good time. I enjoyed it.
Well,
And
we did get to see the World War I monument. At least
yes,
we got to see that.
that was
That was
pretty cool.
pretty neat. Right in front of the U.S. Treasury.
Oh, and that's something else. And I made the comment, when we walk down the street, folks, listen, there are cameras everywhere up there. If the media ever tells you that something happened in DC and they don't know what it was, they're lying. There are cameras everywhere, on top of buildings, on corners, at subways. There ain't no way you can fart in that town without them knowing that you farted. I'm telling you.
Every kind of, you're not exaggerating. Every building and every corner of every building had cameras on
So yeah, I knew that they were looking at us anytime they wanted to. But all right, Bill, let's go ahead and jump on this with a little bit of information for the people. That way we don't bore them with our stories. Uh, and ladies and gentlemen, if you would hit that like, subscribe button, take these videos and share them with you can, help get the word out about the Blue Collar Minutemen. And let's kick this off. Bill, I guess the one big thing is that we're bombing Iran again. Bomb,
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 bomb
bomb.
on Iran. Yeah, I noticed today gas went up 10 cents.
Oh my gosh. Listen. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we found gas at 3.05 a gallon in West Virginia.
Well, yeah, it was 309 in Tennessee, just over the state line. Coming back from Knoxville, we paid 309.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Not here.
yeah, I know. But anyway, so Bill, what happened? What happened this time that made Trump?
Uh, Apparently they lobbed some rockets at some civilian ships going through the strait, and clear violation of the ceasefire.
Yeah.
Okay, it just boggles my mind. I mean, are they wanting to die? Because that's what's going to happen. I saw they were showing a story where this news lady was on the air the last time we bombed, and she was like, she was giving this big rant about uh, he can bomb all he wants, he can't get to us, you know, Allah will protect us. We're here. Nothing can. And next thing you know, she went blank, and there was you seen a fireball behind her in the window, and the TV went blank. Yeah,
Well, here's
they can
my
go where they want. I mean, they can. They've got eyes on the ground. I'm sure,
oh yeah. Well,
finding out, telling them where people are. They know where all these people are.
well, Trump had a he did speak to the press about it, and I thought it was kind of funny. He said he was done with them. He said, in Trump's words, he said, you know, what I do is make deals. He said that's how I made my money and my fortune. I'm a deal maker. I make deals. They said, and I guess being a president is like the same thing. He said because I make deals. He said this is the only time that I'm dealing with a people. It's like you make a deal and they just go right around and I'm doing the Trump hands now. Like you go around and and they turn right around and they just do the opposite of what the deal was and they just break it. He said, and I'm done with them.
Well,
And
here's what gets me. I, at this point, I don't know who's in charge. I mean, nobody. I don't think anybody knows who's in charge.
no,
So they're making a deal with this guy over here, but there's 10 guys over here that don't even know what the hell's going on. They're just going to lob rockets. Yeah, I mean,
and I think that is the main issue is that
okay. Also, just seen Iran has just struck U.S. bases in Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. Now,
Iran,
yeah, they struck targets in Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. Now,
I've been in
I
all
just,
those places.
I just read an article a few minutes ago. Uh, it's actually an X thing. They're being bombed right now.
Yeah.
We ain't doing it.
Oh, we're not?
No. Trump said our planes are still in on the runways. We haven't taken off yet because they were asking him about the bombs that are falling right now.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They figured out
What?
Kuwait was attacking them. Kuwait, in response to being hit, attacked Iran. That's the word going here that Kuwait's foreign minister advised the president that in response to Iran lobbing rockets into Kuwait, they went and started flying jets in there and bombing shit. Yeah, because Trump says, "Hey, our planes ain't left the runway yet."
And that seems to be the other thing about Iran. It's like they're mad at us but then they're shooting rockets at every one of their neighbors because they're mad at us.
Well, they would supposedly this. I don't know what he is, and he's somewhere in their chain of command. But he he said they were going to hit all the countries that U.S. had friendly relations with
Yeah,
and had troops stationed. So we got troops in all those countries, so
yeah, that's true.
that's why they're getting hit. They're punishing them for helping us out.
I don't think that's going to end well for them anyway.
I don't either.
Oh, geez. Well, that's just one of the many things that has gone on. Another thing, Bill, and of course, gosh, there's so much. Just kind of have to just pick one, I guess. Um, let's go with the whole Spain thing. Did you hear about Spain has now agreed to do
Yeah, they
their portion?
ponying up.
Huh?
They agreed to pony up.
So Amy didn't know what was going on with Spain. She's like, why is Trump wanting to stop trade with Spain? And I said, well, I don't know. And then I found out
They're
they were
not. Yeah, they're not doing their fair share, and
with NATO.
yeah, and
So
then
Trump
now
said,
it's like,
unless you put in your fair share, it's like you ain't gonna do no more trade with us. And the very next day, headline was Spain now Ben. I don't know if they said bends to Trump or if they said agrees to Trump's terms and starts paying NATO. So that was another thing that went on. Um, oh gosh, Bill, what about
oh,
huh?
alert, alert, alert. One of the targets that U.S. hit was the nuclear reactor. Per Alex Jones, that's what he's saying. He said that
Oh, Alex
we
Jones.
bombed. What he says, the fallout could go as far as Russia. We could start World War III. Yeah, I don't believe Alex no more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to Alex Jones, but what about you've got Comey and Schiff now.
Adam Schiff. Yeah, guess who's the chief? I should say prosecutor investigating Schiff.
Jeannie, Judge Jeannie Pirro.
Judge Jenny. They just turned her loose on his ass. And she said she had free reign, do it as she wanted. So
Listen, they have pretty much found out, Bill, that I'll say that administration led by Obama absolutely did a coup. They tried to take over the government, tried to unseat a sitting president, and tried to cover it all up and make up every lie in the world. And they have been found out. Now,
Judicial Watch says now that Obama was the most corrupt president in U.S. history.
what?
Yeah. He tried to jail his successor. He tried to uh, undermine his successor. I mean, they're finding all this shit. It's all those burn bags you talked about last time. They found all this crap in.
Well, don't tell Carl. He won't believe you. He said they'll make it up. So I'm sure.
Yeah. Uh,
But this is still a good thing. The ball is rolling. Is it rolling fast? No. But every day there's more evidence coming out. And Bill, something I want to point out too is that Trump has said this before, what I'm about to say. He said it again at the end of his speech on 4th of July. You know, everything that's coming out, Trump ended his speech by saying, and the best is yet to come. So, folks, the ball may not be rolling fast, but the ball is rolling. I think the next couple of years is going to be real interesting. Now, um, another thing, Bill, let's talk about this anchor baby situation with SCOTUS. Excuse me.
Well, it's crock of shit. Um, that amendment was written for slaves,
Yes.
nobody else but slaves, to make them citizens of the United States. That was it.
But now it's for everybody.
Okay. Did you see the hospitals that are set up along the border now? Said it didn't take 24 hours after SCOTUS decision, these clinics started popping up. $2,000, and you can come in and they'll and have your baby there. They're they got posters and banners and billboards all over Mexico now saying you can come for $2,000 and have your baby at this hospital. Now that is going to shoot him in the foot because now Trump can take that because he's already taken it back to the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
He can take that and show the dangers and what's getting ready to happen. Then it becomes a security issue. All right. Also, he's directed the State Department to give a pregnancy test to anyone wanting a visa to come visit the United States. And if they're pregnant, their visa will be denied.
I love that man. He's always 10 steps
I'm
ahead.
sure that'll be, some judge somewhere is going to kick that out, but
Well,
uh,
just
and
to huh?
that's what he's doing now. But,
Well, just to kind of keep on the fact about him being 10 steps ahead, we were just talking about the whole mail-in ballot thing. Now, what did he wind up doing on that?
okay,
Because
yeah, the Democrats think they got a big win because the Supreme Court said they can continue counting votes and ballots
mm-hmm,
after election night,
mm-hmm,
which they think that's a great win. What they failed to understand at the time is SCOTUS also put in their ruling they can count them as long as they have a U.S. Postal Service postmark on or before Election Day.
yes.
Now, it must have the postmark because it is a mail in ballot. The drop boxes no longer qualify. It
Oh,
must go to the U.S. Postal Service and be postmarked on or before Election Day. Now, they also said that those envelopes postmarked has to remain with the ballot
yes.
for inspection purposes for records. Okay. So the U.S. Postal Service now says that their postmark cannot be duplicated, can't be forged because there's little secrets in it that only Postmaster General knows. Okay.
Yep.
That's one thing. So everything's got to go through the mail, and everything's got to have postmark. Also, let's just get this ball rolling. The Postmaster General said if the states do not turn over a voter roll, they're not going to process any of
Ooh, got
it.
you.
Now, the states that do hand over the voter rolls, that ballot has to come from somebody on that list.
Voter.
If you ain't on that list, that ballot ain't going nowhere.
Well, I hope there's no dead people on that list.
Well, I don't know. The Postmaster General says, I'm not here to investigate the list. I'm not here to say who can and can't be on the list.
Yep.
I just have to have the list to match it to the ballots that are coming in. Which, hey, like I said, Trump's always what looked like a big disaster has turned out to be gold. You know, they can't just bring out boxes full of ballots and count them anymore. They have to go through the mail. The person has to be on the voter rolls,
Yep.
and it has to have the postmark before, on, or before election day. So I consider that a big win.
Oh, I do too. This is just great. Like I said,
Carl wouldn't agree.
he's like the road runner when messing with the coyote with these Democrats. But I'm beginning
Mimi.
to think he's also Bugs Bunny messing with Yosemite Sam. Oh, this has been great. I'm telling you. With everything that's going on, the only thing that really kind of concerns me about any and all of this is just them getting getting this indictment, getting Comey indicted, getting him hopefully, you know, prosecuted. And Fauci should be the next one. I'm so sick of Fauci. Bill, you think the people really understand that that administration absolutely lied to them? They lied to the American people.
They and what? We got kicked off of Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere else for saying, "Hey, wait a minute, these guys are lying." Now we know. We know without a doubt that that whole thing was planned.
Yep, every bit of it.
We all know that it came from a lab. It didn't come from no bat in the market.
Mm-hmm.
It came from a lab. We know the vaccine didn't work
No.
and it's caused a lot of problems.
Well, speaking of which, I want to mention this. This just came out, and I think I sent it to you, but it says right now, and I'm reading it, Bill Gates backed mRNA is now officially in our pork supply. So if you go to Kroger, if you go to Walmart and you get pork, you're going to get vaccinated. This,
Read the label, Edel.
I don't know how that's, to me, that makes no sense because once you cook it, burning it should take out everything in it.
This shit seems to live everywhere. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's one thing. Then another thing that I want to mention, Bill, is the fact of did you hear what Hillary Clinton just said to CNN on TV? Hillary Clinton on camera came out urging federal employees not to cooperate with this administration after President Trump authorized acting DNI Bill Pute to declassify everything he wants while he's in the position at national intelligence. Even CNN said Clinton's remarks were a little deep statey quotes.
Sounds to me like a little bit of what they say they did on uh, the January 6th, the insurrection. That
Oh,
sounds like a real insurrection.
yeah, that does. Sounds like she doesn't want something to get out. Imagine that. All right, Bill, we're at about 33 minutes. Got anything
We're
else?
hitting second round is launched, hitting right now. They took out the bridge, train bridges that connected them with Russia and with China.
Well, there goes our supplies. Bill, I want to say too, Trump made another comment, said that he's going to go ahead and go in there and take the port and take the island.
Yeah.
I can't never remember that island's name. It's
Here
something
we go. Here's what I was talking about earlier. It says Iran was just attacked and nobody knows who it was. Powerful airstrikes hit Awaz. It's six different places there in Iran.
like,
It's not the U.S.
mhm.
We don't know whose ghost jets these are conducting these operations. Absolute strategic ambiguity. Everyone is guessing. We know it is not Israel. It is not the U.S.
Mm.
Then you go on down here in the comments, and everybody starts quoting the Kuwaiti foreign minister. Said, "Well, it's Kuwait. It was Kuwait."
Oh, well, want to give the people a final word, Bill?
If you have the opportunity to go to DC, go.
Yeah.
I've been there a few times, but times I've been there before, it was kind of a drab looking city. You would not believe. Even the daggone statues. He had the statues polished. All the
Yes.
graffiti was removed.
Yep.
They're back to. I mean, it is a city of glory. It represents us as a nation. When people come here and they see DC, it's and oh yeah, I do have something that we need to mention real quick that we almost let slip. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Mitch?
Oh.
He
Oh.
happens to be our senator. But
Hey,
yeah,
they said he's doing good.
and so did Weekend at Bernie's, but you know how that turned out. So his wife took off to China.
Oh Lord, I heard about this.
Yes. I mean, right when he got put in the hospital, she takes off to China. Is she an agent? She's meeting with the vice president of China.
Kind of suspect to me. But what do I know?
Well, here's the thing. If if something's wrong, if Mitch is gone, if he's
Hmm.
dead, they would have to we'd have to have a special election.
Yeah.
Unless he stays alive until like August, then it's within so many days of the election, then Andy Barr would be in there. I mean,
Yeah.
so,
Well,
so are they dragging this out to August? I don't know.
let's keep him alive. Pump more into him. Go.
I don't know.
Give him some meth.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
joking.
wish Mitch the best. I mean, I'm glad he's retiring.
Oh God, I know.
Uh, Unfortunately, we did vote for him.
Hmm.
We wasn't voting for the other guy.
Now,
Girl. Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
yeah, we won't get into that right now.
We'll say that for another day.
All right, Bill. That's about all I got, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for joining us, as always, here at the Blue Collar Minuteman Show. Make sure you check us out on our check these videos out on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble. We still have the website, bluecollarminutemen.com. Bill, did you ever? I need to upload some photos up there to that
I
website
don't know
too.
what was going on with it. I couldn't get it wouldn't let me do photos, it wouldn't let me do anything.
Well, I'll
It would
work on
just sit there and spin.
Oh, great. Well, we've still got that. Our social media pages. We've got our Facebook group page at BCMM group page there. We are on Truth Social. You can find us on the X, Getter, Instagram. So a lot of places you can get us. But share these videos. Hope everybody had a safe and happy 4th of July. And folks, as Trump said, the best is yet to come. Yeah.
250, baby, 250.
It'll be up for the next 5 months. God bless you all. God bless America. Y'all be safe. We're out of here. See ya.
The